Well, look at my, ooh-wee.
You'd have to lean so far forward.
How are you enjoying Scotland?
That's amazing.
Okay, we've started.
Yes,
Right,
that's it.
great.
We're going.
Okay, that's how
We're on.
That's why we're all doing some physical humour to kick things off.
I like clowning.
Yeah.
Clowning's fun.
My sister has started going to a clown class. She went for the first one last night. She actually got a clown nose.
Is that not like a thing?
Probably.
Is it not like a thing like where you have to like every clown face? This could be nonsense. Is it not a thing where every clown's face is like copyrighted and like this, and you have to like have your own makeup that
On
you
an
can?
egg. Have I got this wrong?
What?
There's like some sort of
This does sound right. An egg.
room or something, and every clown puts its face on an egg, and
It's
then you
in
can
Paris
go
or
and look
something.
at all of the.
That's the best.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Because you're not supposed to steal another clown's face because that's like their face.
How many faces are
There's
there?
probably thousands, right?
But surely.
Oh, like how
you
many
go
can you-
over
the
old
variations.
ground, you know.
Yeah.
I
That's
guess
true.
subtle differences, I suppose.
That's so cool.
Different
We
shades of
might
red.
have made that up, by the way.
No, I'm taking it as
I
hard
think it's
fact.
fact what I said.
Hard,
Okay.
hard-boiled fact.
I don't know.
Hi, that's very- now we're podcasting.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Stevie Martin.
Thank you so much for coming along.
Thank you for having
And welcome
me.
to the Stand Glasgow
Yeah.
as well. First time here.
Yes, this is very cool. Until this year, I'd never done any stand.
Oh,
And I just did Newcastle stand.
Nice. How did
you
And
find
that-
it?
I loved
the tune?
it.
Yes.
I loved it. It's so, and I was really like, oh, this is a proper comedy venue.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay. And I was a
Yeah.
bit scared. A bit scared about today as well. But I think it'll be fine.
I think it'll be great.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing Edinburgh stand.
That's
No,
okay.
that's
we forgive
okay.
you.
Well, that's cool. How long have you been on this tour?
This will be my 15th show.
Wow.
Great.
Of
Congratulations.
54
Whoa.
or
Wow.
55.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's big time.
I've written them on a notebook and then I just cross them out each time.
Oh,
and I
nice.
put a little, I have a code, which is a smiley face, a big smiley face, if I really liked it,
Nice.
on one side. And then the other side is what I think the audience felt.
Ah.
And so far, we've only had smiley faces.
Okay.
We've had the odd closed mouth smiley face from the audience.
Okay.
Where I've been like, redacted city, for example, liked it, but they didn't go they were like
Yeah.
politely enjoying it.
Loudly
you know?
smiling.
Loud smiling.
Yeah, but I'm always like, I love this.
Nice.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
all that matters, really, if you're
I
having a
think
good
so.
time.
Yeah.
I hope today will be big smiles on both sides.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
I
Don't
feel,
want to jinx
I feel
anything.
confident about that.
Yeah, great.
It's funny, like, I guess there's just culturally some cities are just more laughy than other
Yeah.
cities.
They really are, or more sort of watching you like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's also, my show's very silly. But it does have like a structure to it. So I think you can see people being like, what's this sort of show going to be? Like, is she going to be doing this the whole, what's going on? And then it sort of settles in and they're like, right, so it's this. And you either, I think there are jokes for everybody in there. So it doesn't ever, massive touch wood. It does. I've done it for 2 years now. It's not ever died, which is
Yes.
like really good.
Yes,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
That
So
means
it's not too risky.
It's not risky,
But
which
that's
is
good.
Yeah, that is good. Even though it is a very specific sense of humour, which
Yeah.
I would have presumed, some people would be like, "Why are you doing a joke about moths? Like, look at the political landscape for moths.
People need escape. People need escape.
That's true. From
Have
moths.
you ever done
I got
gigs?
chased by a wasp today.
Today?
Yeah.
Are they all
It was
dead?
all.
Yeah.
That's the planet is dying.
Oh,
Sorry to be the first person to
God's
say this, but I
sake.
think
What a
the planet
buzzkill.
is in trouble. There was a wasp.
And it
it was all.
chased you.
It was chasing me around. It was all up in my face. I was trying to be like, you just don't move if you stay still, and it was not taking the hint.
Apparently,
It was.
if you hum or click, then they go away. But I did hear this from TikTok.
I think that's not true.
If that didn't work, you would look wild.
No, I haven't actually
It's actually
tried
also,
it.
if you hum and click, that's the start of beatboxing.
If you beatbox,
That's
the wasp's
exactly-
like, "Oh, it's so cringe."
Yeah.
And then it leaves.
Wasps
effective.
hate
Yeah.
beatboxing, famously.
Yeah. Try that next
I'm
time.
kind of scared of moths.
Beatboxing?
My friend
Yes.
Kira's
Yeah.
deathly afraid of moths.
Yeah.
Can't even talk about
They
them.
really freak me out.
They're so big and juicy. Their
And they
bodies
just-
are so big.
They're
that's
unpredictable.
big and juicy.
exactly it.
Yeah.
It's the thick, fat little bodies they got.
Thick with two C's.
Yeah,
Like There was one time so I went home to like my family home and with my sister, and we were sharing a room, and it's like the window's like one of the ones that you just like open a tiny bit, and we're like, there's gonna be moths, and Gina's terrified of moths. I was like, it's fine, and within seconds, huge, it's a very small room, flat.
God!
So how old was I? I think at the time I was 35, and I was screaming.
Yeah.
We were both screaming for my dad to come in and sort out. And I was wearing pajamas, and look, I didn't have underwear on underneath the pajamas, and it went in my pants. And my dad came in because he heard me screaming, "It's in me!" It's in me! It wasn't, but you know the feeling of that where it's gone up, and you're like, that could what's
It's
that?
like little
Well,
body.
it's like, it's a small room, but that's like crazy for it to
go
go of all
up.
places.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
There's no two ways about it. That's what happened. That's outrageous.
Attracted to light.
It's like the light, yeah. So I've got a very
Right.
illuminated. Yeah, I'm a robo woman.
That's
yeah.
sick. But I
Sick in a good way.
Yeah.
They're like sick.
Yeah, illuminate. Wow, you can beatbox and you can do the wrist thing. Wasp.
The wasps hate it. They hate it.
Oh, they hate it. Yes,
They hate
I was a moth. Obviously, I was attracted.
Moths freak. I don't trust.
They're quite
that-
loud. They're like, you can hear the.
They're so panicked. I think that's the thing, isn't it? They're
That's
not.
gonna
Yeah.
sound terrible.
That
doesn't
is
it?
horrible. That
Yeah.
sounds very. That is what it is. If a moth was, it's the lack of clarity.
Yeah,
that a moth
there's no
has.
predictability of where they're gonna.
You can't reason with a moth.
Yeah,
No.
no way.
That's what I've always said.
Yeah.
And I don't like that they just turn to dust if you touch them accidentally.
Yeah,
Their wings are made of
Actually.
dust.
Yeah. Have you
Aren't we
noticed
all?
that? I think it's because the
Ashes to
wings
ashes and all
are,
that.
yeah, it's like individual, maybe like hairs or something. So then it's like it just kind of goes.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I hate that for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
That's
I
why
hate
so
it for
panicked.
me. Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like slugs when like you like slugs are horrible, and then people would put salt on them, and I feel so sad for them. It's not their fault.
yeah.
My
How
dad's
did
doing
that
that all
come
the time.
about? Like
Putting salt on them.
Yeah. How does
Your
did someone
dad's
just
salting slugs on the reg.
Did it?
Oh yeah, big time.
Gardening man. Is
Yeah,
he
he's
gardening
he's recently come into an allotment.
man? Oh wow.
His friend was on a waiting list for an allotment for like 20 years. And then he finally got one and it was too big for him to handle. So my
Your
dad
dad
is helping. And now my
salts
dad has
slugs.
like taken over the whole thing and it's just murdering slugs every day.
Oh man.
And snails. Sorry guys, brought the
Yeah.
tone down.
It's a real downer.
He did build a pond in the allotment and
Aw.
To attract more
there's
slugs to
there's
murder
two
them.
frogs in it now.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
love
Nice.
frogs. Do they
So
have
maybe he
names?
now feeds the slugs to the frogs.
Yeah. I mean
Yeah.
that feels natural
Yeah,
and fine.
exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
circle of life.
Salting is the
Yeah.
issue that I have.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like,
Yeah.
can you salt a snail? I mean, I'm sure you can.
Presumably.
Something
You can salt anything you like.
True.
Yeah.
I can just salt myself. Yeah.
Salt and chili snail.
Very profound.
That's probably delicious. People in France eat snails.
Yeah, of course.
But
they
then
do.
not
dropping
like
Have you
facts
ever
today.
eaten a snail?
Yeah.
No, I've always been vegetarian.
Me too.
Yeah, so I've never tried that.
No.
I have no interest in it.
No, neither
No,
do
that's
I.
fair.
Have you?
I've never tried snail, and nor will I.
See, I'm not like I'm a meat eater for my sins, but there's certain things that I like. I don't like oysters
Oh,
because they're
yeah.
like, you know, when you have like a big cough,
No,
like
no.
that's what I think an oyster's
I
like.
beg you to stop.
Molly will.
Sorry, actually,
Have you
yeah.
tried it and can you validate that is
Yeah, I
what
didn't
it's
like
like?
it. Wasn't a fan. Sorry,
It's like
Molly.
phlegm.
Molly might be sick. I'll have to stop.
She's got
It's
have
very
a
phlegmy.
real-
Very phlegmy.
Right.
It is grim, though.
And I think slugs be similar, or snails would be
Yeah.
very similar.
Why do we eat snails and not slugs?
Yeah. Well, some slugs
Because they come in their own
They come with their
little
little
dish.
wrapper, yeah.
I was going to say that they're the same, aren't they? But they're not because slugs sometimes have that orange thing at
Yes.
the bottom.
Yeah.
A sort of film.
Ooh.
Or second skin.
Chocolate orange flavour.
Yeah. Orange creme.
Creme. Love a slug creme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have such a phobia of phlegm and mucus and snot.
Like mollusks and as in actual.
Like
what
genuinely
happens when you've got a cold?
bad day.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. It's like a lot of gagging happens. I'm like, it just really freaks me out.
It's
And,
like the
heavy breathing.
emetophobia thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't really very well known until recently. When
And then everyone's got it.
TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
But I had
that
a friend, like
I've
when you
been scared of throwing up or seeing people throw up, I think.
Yeah.
Or is it being Sick, like yourself.
All of it.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
friend
I
had
love
it,
it.
and it was quite funny when we were
Yeah.
going.
I guess
Well,
it's
because,
funny
yeah,
because I
who's
guess it
grow
kind
up
of
and
like
then she starts
self.
crying, and you're like,
Yeah.
"That's so funny."
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel bad for you, but that's bizarre as a
Yeah.
concept. She's like panicking while throwing up, but it's
Yeah.
it's obviously, I have a lot of sympathy
Yeah.
for that. It feels like no one loves it, but I know that because I'm really terrified of wasps, so I know that no one loves wasps, but
they love me.
I hate them in a way that's like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
inappropriate
A bigger
Yeah.
to the
fear.
situation. Yeah.
It's the kind of thing where whenever I go home, my dad, he would just come up to me and just like go like that, like wipe a finger on my thing, and he'd be like, "Oh, do you still hate bogies?" Like that. And I would honestly, I know he's joking, but the panic, I would be like, "Don't," and then he would like make that horrible sound, and then I would just be like, like I'd start gagging, and then he would be like, he would just laugh and then walk away, and I would just need to be like,
That's evil.
"Yeah, evil dad."
You're evil.
When you've got friends, like when you speak to people sometimes and you can hear they've got like a really bad chesty cough, can you just like not talk to those people? 'Cause
I just need to really focus on like let's talk about something else, or like I need to be like don't just keep maybe
Stop coughing
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
I really
yeah.
like you were talking about this the other day, but I really enjoyed when we saw Auntie Donna on tour and the bit
Oh
where,
yeah.
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 and the
Me
bit
too.
where you're like
David Correos was supporting them.
and there was
Yeah. Yeah.
like at the
It
end of
was
the show he
perfect.
kind of did a thing where he pulled a condom through his nose and out of his mouth, and you were like, I want to say, you're like
I wanted to be supportive to the art form, but
I also didn't know you could do that. You
was
said
so
that's just
good.
really casually, like you just did the
Yeah.
thing. Is that a thing that he does?
Oh my
it
God.
was like his
he was
show
in
ended.
here the next day and I was asking him, I was like, I saw you're great last night, I really enjoyed it. I was like, do you do that every show? He was like, yeah. I was like, that's a nightmare. He went, but he does
so
like
he-
several things.
He ate a spoonful of cinnamon. You know that thing that he did a cinnamon
cinnamon
powder and
challenge.
coughed.
Yeah, the cinnamon
and then
he drank-
immediately drank a pint of milk, 2
like it
pints
was
of
like
milk.
it was the
a liter of
a
milk.
liter of milk, I think.
Like downed it,
He ate a whole spoon of red food colouring,
and then
Yeah. And then
and he said the food colouring was the worst thing because getting out of his teeth was a nightmare.
Oh God.
it was crazy. There was a tarp on the stage.
It was so
it's so
funny,
much mess.
but I just don't want to make. Not that he could. We were right at the back of the pavilion,
Like big
so
theatre.
far away, and I was like,
Big
I don't want him to just think that I didn't like his.
I think he was fine.
You're the only person he could see. He's like, oh no.
honestly, but it was really funny.
It was,
and
it
then
was.
Auntie Donna. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I
It's
love
great.
them.
Astonishing. Broden started following me on Instagram, and I made a noise
okay?
on the train. It was on the way here. I noticed that it had happened, and I texted my sister who's in Australia at the moment, and it was just like, because we just love them, and I was just like, Brad's fine. I was like, his little brother works with my partner. And I was like, what? I love them so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
big
Should we-
sketch boys.
Should we try and do a comedy joke?
Well, there's
'Cause
sketch
that's-
boys,
I'm-
and
doing
you did you've done sketches before.
You don't do sketch.
Wow.
Did you start off in sketch comedy?
Good job. It's nice.
That's really good. It's a good question. Yes, that was the first comedy I did. Yes,
Nice.
that was sketch comedy. I was in a sketch group with two of my friends who were in. So I was in the Durham Review, so like as the student uni sketch group in
Yeah.
Durham. And then became a journalist for a bit, and then me and the other two. So there's another girl, now a woman, then a girl. Give her the respect she deserves. She has grown up. She was in it with me, and then the year below there was a girl in it as well. And so then, and I sort of formed a sketch group with them too. And then for like maybe 3 years, and
Nice.
then we all went when we were just continually told, there's no sketch comedy for TV, please. So we're like, well, what's the point of doing this? So we then sort of went our own separate ways, and I did a podcast with one of them for a while, and then I started doing solo stuff because I was like, I've got to do comedy, and I've got to do it on my own apparently.
Yeah.
And I hated that for quite a while, but now I really like it.
Yeah, was there like with the transition from doing more sketch stuff, especially with other people, to doing more stand-up style on your own? Was that like quite
Horrifying? Well, it was, because the first I think it's quite common that when you're a sketch person, like you try and do a solo show, your first solo show is like not your tone of like
Yes.
you're trying to
Mhm.
find
You're
your way.
yes, yes,
You
yes.
basically just either you don't want to be in a sketch group anymore and you don't know what to do, or in my case, you do want to be in a sketch group. You're like, well, I guess I can't.
Yeah.
I'll do it myself then.
Yeah.
And so I did lots of different it was basically like a one-woman sketch show.
yeah.
Sure.
But it was around the time when I think the tide was turning to, well, the tide was definitely the year before I did my first show. It was like Nanette and like confessional stand up and like interesting stories. And I was like shooting out on a skateboard being like, I'm doing the skeleton at the Olympics. Like that kind of stuff. I was like, and that's what you've decided to do, is it? Wow. Because the sketch script did quite well. So there was a lot of like, and what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Not interested in whatever she's doing. So I had a bit of a rough time. And then I did sketches online when the pandemic happened.
And then that was like...
Yes, and then it was like, oh, okay, that's palatable. We understand what that is. It's one thing. It's not a woman sort of having a nervous breakdown on stage. And then now I sort of do more stand-up, really. Because I think you have to have I just had to have more confidence in myself to be able to go out and say just me.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
Quite a lot of people who do stand-up, but their online content is more sketch-based.
Yeah, like Ed Knight and like who's the other person? Paddy.
Yeah,
Young,
Paddy
do
Young
that.
and
Yeah.
Buchanan.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
a
I
Glasgow
love
guy,
Stevie Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so funny.
He's just brought out a sketch that I
Brought out.
brought out a sketch, released a
Released.
sketch.
Is this the one he did with Martin Quinn and Colin Riley? And it's called Connor Riley, sorry, when it's like a doctor's place.
No,
And they walk in and it's like he's getting his prostate checked.
no,
It's
it
very
wasn't
good. You
that
should
one.
check it. It's very funny.
It was him saying that there's a new like rap that he's just found.
Oh, nice.
It was really funny.
You have
I
to watch it.
recommend
You
you
have to watch
watch
it.
I shall check it
You
out.
should what's funny about that, the one I'm talking about, which I was going to say, is because Martin Quinn is Scotty in Star Trek, and then you turn on and he's got Conor Riley pretending to check his prostate. Well, it's like that's Scotty off Star Trek, and yet he's got love Martin Quinn, good guy. He was Willie when I did the Willie musical.
Oh my God, how long? Sorry, that came really fast. Oh.
What?
Fraser always ends up talking about theatre things.
Leave me alone. It was relevant.
That was
God, I'm always kidding.
and that's okay.
I liked it.
Thank you.
It's informative.
Do you still want to do more sketchy stuff, or are you?
Yeah. I think any possibility of doing sketch stuff, I try and get in on it.
There's back on the television.
Well, yes. So I did the Mitchell and Webb sketch thing. If that goes again and they want me back, I'd do that again. That was really fun. I just like writing sketches. And then there's lots of other things. There's SNL's happening.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm, trying to get in on writing. I would love to write on that.
Yeah.
Did you do any auditions for that?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm meant to say.
Okay.
You say as much or as little as you feel comfortable with.
As in I've had meetings about writing and I've had meetings about being in it. But I think it's you had to apply.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I applied to write. So if I'm in it, that would be like a lovely bonus. But like I think at least I'd like to write on it. It'd be really fun to kind of.
Is the
that would be
idea?
cool.
I don't know, but is the idea to try and get people who aren't like, because obviously they could do it with like well-known TV comedians. But is the idea that they're trying to get
can't say because I thought that I thought that was the idea, but I don't know if that's the way it's going. But it'd be nice to see.
Second Jimmy Carr Central.
I don't think it's that. I think hopefully it'll be a mix.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would like.
Which is like that's
Because in America it's like
SNL. I mean, like
it's people you've never seen or
and
not
yet,
never
and yes,
seen.
they
but-
become the biggest thing in the world, but that's not how it starts. You know what I mean?
But also a lot of those people have like within the comedy scene in America are quite well known.
The new people on SNL in America now are like loads of them are from TikTok.
Yes, like Jeremy Culhane, who I really liked he'd do the kind of like soft boy stuff that I really enjoyed. Veronica. She's
Veronica
really
Slowikowska.
She's very cool.
Yeah.
I really want it to be good. I wanted to happen and be, because people say, "Oh, we'll never work in the UK." It's like, well, I think it could if we do it right.
Pitched right. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Lauren's involved, isn't he?
Lorne Michaels.
How old is he? Like 1,000.
He's not young.
I love sketch comedy so much.
I
It's
wish
like,
it would like. Why is it so? I just feel like there should be sketch everywhere all the time, and people are so like.
I think that's happening. I think that is happening. I think now because there's like rumors now of like each channel kind of wants to have its own sketch.
Okay.
I think there's a bit of, because I think Mitchell and Webb, regardless of how maybe diehard Mitchell and Webb fans thought of it, it did very well.
Yeah.
A lot of people watched it.
Yes.
yeah.
And so even if it wasn't, maybe people think nothing's perfect, but I think it was quite fun and quite like a nice, safe return to it to show that you can do it.
Yeah.
And so then I think now I know a couple of people who are writing sketch shows I think there's like stuff happening now. I think SNL will help with that
That's
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, that's good.
Whether or not like it works or it doesn't, it's certainly an event.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
And
yeah.
also, I know a couple of names who are writing on it. I know a couple of names who are been offered it to be in it. And if those people take those offers, no matter who else is in the cast, it will be an exciting worth
that's
the
good
look
to hear.
thing. Like
Yeah.
I think anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good to hear.
Yeah. Everyone being like, can you
I
not
know.
meant to talk about
Yeah, I
it?
know. Sorry,
So I've had a long train journey. And you've not mentioned that my beanie hat's far too big for my head, and that's nice.
I think
So
it looks really nice.
I'm
I was
feeling
actually
great.
thinking it really suits the plaits as well.
I did the plaits because when I had my hair up, it looked completely wild. I looked like a little gnome. It's just so voluminous.
Voluminous.
It's so much thicker than I ever imagined. But the other one I've got is like a Feathers McGraw one.
Oh, I love
I was
that.
like,
What is it
I love
called?
that. But I was like, is that too
It's got
kooky?
that- the
Do you know
glove.
what I mean? Yeah. He's got a little
That's
chicken
so
thing.
good.
That'd be-
For those that are only listening to the pod, it's a lovely hat. It's a lovely hat.
I think it's the perfect size.
I think it's a good incentive to watch.
Yeah,
YouTube
we need to
or,
like
you know, so, yeah.
involve as many visual
I
things
was
as
honestly
possible.
thinking it really suits.
That's actually really nice.
You're welcome.
That's the only reason I brought it up. So you can compliment my
We've
massive
sort of
hat.
segregated to be like the
Hat side.
vegetarians wearing hats.
Yes.
Cool guys not wearing hats.
I
Oh,
think
well,
Cool guys, that's
Yeah,
not that
very good.
You're not inherently
Also,
cool
we're
just
all in
because
black
you eat
as
meat.
well.
No, I just
You're really
meant,
cool.
Oh, we are cool.
I was
You
trying
were
to
Like a church like.
Yeah,
This is what's
exactly.
happened.
Go
Yeah,
try
yeah.
again.
having
Here you
separate
go. Cool guys.
conversations.
Yeah, now we're just having a thing.
I think that was really good part of the podcast.
Great content, everyone. I wonder which camera Chris will choose for that little bit of the show.
But that is a good insight into how my brain sat, like what I'm hearing like in my brain. all
What-
the
what did
time.
you think?
That how the two of us so the four of us having a conversation but in two separate groups. That noise of two separate conversations happening is what's happening in my
Because
brain.
you're having multiple conversations inside your brain.
Yes.
Wowzers.
Like
I
a
said
commentary while it's going on.
Yeah,
So you've
I'm
got
yeah. What am I
yeah.
going to have for dinner?
Yeah.
Sometimes I just start randomly counting. 1, 2, 3.
That must be very
That's really
frustrating.
stressful.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. If things start happening, if I'm like walking somewhere, I count how many steps. I really, really.
Need
Yeah.
to diagnose it.
I'm glad you said it. I'm never beating the allegations. Yeah. Yeah.
I've,
Should we go
I've
back
been
to
derailed.
sketch? No, it's,
I've started counting.
I want to. I want to keep talking about sketch comedy because it's. I
You're-
honestly
you're a
think
big
it
fan
is
of
my
sketch. You love
favorite.
sketch comedy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like I think because when it's good, it's like the funniest thing ever. I've said it on a different pod, but Chris Forbes, who was on here,
Yes,
is also
friend
on
of the pod.
Friend of the pod. He has a sketch group
You're looking for his
called
post.
called "How Do I Get Up There."
Is how did
No,
yeah?
it's
Is it how do I?
Yeah.
Yes, I should know. That's terrible.
And he came. So they.
He admits
that,
it's a terrible name.
that sketch group came to headline a show here or in the Old Stand even, and they made me laugh so hard that I stood up.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That has been known to happen.
It was like I
saw it. It was unbelievable.
But I
Moved
like
to rise
yeah,
in the middle
it
of a
was like,
show.
what's happening? It was like I just needed to. It was so funny. I was just suddenly standing up, and it's never happened to me since. But I just love sketch comedy so much.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
It's so rare to see. Well, I don't know. I don't see a lot of sketch comedy live anymore because there's not a plethora of sketch groups.
No, there's
I would
not.
say there's some Crybabies. Have you seen Crybabies?
No.
They're amazing. But and Tarot, of course, they're
Oh,
great.
Tarot, we've had
I love
Tarot.
They're really good
They're up
fun. Yes, they're really great.
There's always the Irish boys, Foil, Arms and Hog. They've
Yeah.
done quite well.
Yeah,
True.
yes, yeah, they're still going as well.
Yeah,
aren't
they're
they?
still
And
cracking
there's,
on.
like, and they're massive, like in Edinburgh. But I haven't seen them. But like, there was a time when you couldn't sort of name the sketch groups because there was so
So
many.
many.
So
of
many
them.
like
Yeah.
sheeps as well. They were all
Yeah.
like starting around the same time.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that was really nice. And I think that's kind of stopped because there's not been a obvious path on like beyond
what comes
live.
next. Yeah,
So
yeah.
whereas with stand-ups, you're like, okay, well, you could maybe do. Although now there's Mock the Week is coming back. Though I was going to say all of the panel shows are sort of being dismantled, but
Yeah.
Mock the Week is coming back. So maybe that will kind of help. That
Yeah.
as well,
That's
maybe.
good. I
Yeah.
mean,
Not sketches.
they'll have
obviously.
plenty to talk about on Mock the Week as well. With all the shit that's going on.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
that's
they?
true. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. All that politics is happening.
God, it just keeps happening.
current
Politics
affairs.
again.
keeps happening.
Yeah,
Won't stop.
I'd love to do something like that. Mock the Week.
You want to go on
Did
Mock
you
the
say-
Week?
No, watch something like
Oh,
that.
they said we have to do something about this. That's no, we have to do something about
the
this.
Your
world.
favourite guy's on Mock the Week, right?
Who's
Who's
your
Oh
favourite
no,
guy?
maybe not. Is he on his Have I Got News for
You're
You?
thinking of Paul Merton.
Paul Merton.
On Have I Got News for You?
Molly used to think that Paul Martin was the most famous man in the world.
And look,
Yeah.
some he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has
Who's the most famous man in the world?
who's the most? I think we've asked this before to people, but it's not a particularly interesting question. But it's a good answer. I think the answer will be interesting.
Oh, well, yeah.
There's pressure on you
Maybe.
here.
Say it.
Or
I know.
not.
I do this a lot.
Might not.
Here we go. Right,
Okay.
ready?
Oh
Here it comes. Who is the person you've met that you've been the most starstruck by?
Oh yeah, that is a good.
A
question.
really good question, because now I'm like, oh, there's got to be. I'm just looking at Amy Gledhill now. It's Amy.
It's either Amy or Vittorio. That's your two answers.
Yeah, both. I get starstruck by when I was a journalist, I would do like the red carpet stuff where I would go, oh please,
Who are you wearing?
please. I wasn't good at it. please. But also, I worked for this is such a weird job. It was like a careers advisory website for Bauer that also have titles like Empire and Grazia.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I would like go into their awards things and try and get the famous people to say things like, do you have any tips for people's CVs? So I asked Tom Cruise that.
What did he say?
Great to meet you. I just like went straight on.
Yeah.
Really great to meet you. And I was like, Tom, any ideas job interview advice for the young people? And that didn't work. So I
Just
wasn't.
be yourself, man.
Is it Tom Cruise? then?
I didn't, but I wasn't starstruck meeting him because I didn't meet him because
Yeah.
he was amid like I saw like Kate Beckinsale who looked like this like little doll and she's the most beautiful woman I've
Yeah.
ever seen, and then like Jennifer Aniston and like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but they all looked so like not real.
Yeah.
It was like I'm in a red carpet. So there was a time when I became very odd, which was when and it sounds like I'm making it up to be kooky, but it's not. I saw the Channel 4 weatherman Liam Dutton on a train, and I was just like, who the fuck is that? It's Liam Dutton. You know, like I think I could say something to him because he's quite chill.
Yeah.
But that I don't want to bother him.
Yeah.
But I spent the whole just sort of staring at it, and I did the thing that some people do. Yeah, after Taskmaster, I'd look up and people would be on a trend as well. Be like, I've really got something on my face, or probably not. But I did that to Liam Dutton, so that's probably.
So Liam Dutton's the most famous man you've ever met in your entire life.
that's not-
He's the most famous man in the world.
The most,
Most
he's-
starstruck.
I suppose he is the most starstruck I've ever. I did also meet. I did get slightly starstruck when I met Kamal Nanjiani.
Oh yeah.
And his face is so like impressive. Like he has such an amazing face. Like that he was like, hey, and I was like, and then that was just like quite overwhelming. And I didn't like do any good stuff. Like I didn't say anything interesting. Like I was really aware of myself.
Sure.
Like, like,
Yes,
hello, you're very good. Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you. So that was probably the most like starstruck I've been.
Yeah,
not being
yeah.
able to say that. And Liam Dutton. Yeah.
You reminded me of another sketch program. That was a show that used to be on. I don't know who watched it. I really liked it. It was called Titty Bang Bang.
Oh.
And there
I
was
don't know
but
that.
there was one of them. What I think Bob Mortimer wrote on it with some other
I'd
people.
lose my mind if I met Bob.
Oh my
Mortimer.
God.
I think he.
yeah.
I think if he ever came on the pod, I would die.
I don't.
Um,
oh my god.
I'm going
I'd
to
love
ask him
that.
anything.
Mine's is
Yeah.
when I was working in the Stand box office during the Fringe, like before the pandemic, I think, and Matthew Bainton came in and bought a ticket from me, and that he was the
really
one
hard
that
going.
that was my
Yeah.
biggest starstruck moment.
so
Because usually I
sweet.
don't care, but then I was like, oh, like
Yeah.
it really got me.
Yeah, and you are just, oh my God, I walked past Willem Dafoe at the Fringe this year.
Right. Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was getting a
he was like-
kebab.
yeah.
And you know, like that guy looks like, it was a real, like, that
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like, well, that is. And then
Yeah.
I was like, do I follow him?
Yeah.
Did
I should follow him.
Saul, Better Call Saul? Oh, what's his name? That's terrible.
Bob Odenkirk.
Was Bob Odenkirk not in one of the
He
shows at the
was.
Fringe?
Yeah,
Did he not like? Are you sure
He was
can-
about loads.
Yeah,
Like
he's-
my whole Instagram for a day was just comedians.
I'm
meeting
pretty
Bob
sure. I'm
Odenkirk.
pretty sure Victoria met him.
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah.
I'd love to have met him.
He's an interesting man because he's like
He had
from
a
a comedy
heart
background
attack?
and yet is like he is. He's had a really
Yeah,
wild
that.
career.
I think it also like the things with celebrities coming into the stand while you're working is different. Then like
It's a very
you could-
recent case of
There
that.
was a very recent case of that. But like
Paolo
you
Nutini came out
go.
last night.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Palanatini.
Yeah. And there's
Look at your
much
new
more to the
shoes.
story.
Yeah.
We could not possibly.
We'll tell you more
Last
later.
Tuesday.
The one thing I'd say, he was very friendly. He bought shots for all of the staff at the end of the
I
night.
wasn't
Which we
in.
don't do.
Which
we don't do
do.
shots.
We don't do shots, but when Paolo's buying, sure, fine.
course,
But yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
He gave us lots of tips as well.
About singing and how to make it
No,
music.
like
It's true.
cash tips. But yeah, I think if you like with journalism and if it's for your job, you know the celebrities are going to be there. I think that's less
They
likely
just
to
sort
get
of
starstruck.
turn up.
If you don't know that you're going to be on the train with the guy at the
Yeah,
weatherman,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
when you're like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
because we had Kate McKinnon come in the old venue once, and I was
Oh,
less.
wow.
I think seeing her in the comedy club was like, okay,
The context makes sense.
but I think if I'd see her in the street, I'd be more like, oh my god, that's Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
doing like a normal thing, like
Yeah,
Willem
yeah.
Dafoe, like looking in to be like, do I want a burger in there? You're like, what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
That's that's mad.
He's gotta
eat it.
Yeah. Not ever realizing or like never in a million years would I thought I would be on the same street as Willem Dafoe.
Yeah,
like
sure.
Yeah.
Because you remember the the band the a cappella band Pentatonics?
Yes,
Like YouTube.
Yeah, they were at the Fringe this year as well, and we walked past one of them.
We were like walking near the Pleasance, and we were like full conversation, and Molly just suddenly went completely silent.
Yeah. Oh, there's fainting goats.
But I was just like, I feel
Which
like
one was it?
it was.
do you know the names of all the
This-
pentatonics?
The
Small
not,
one.
I know that there's a tall one and a small one. There's probably more of them. Was there
Yeah.
5 of them?
No, it was just one of them. But I
No,
remember.
no, in the band.
Pentatonics
Got to be.
5,
Yeah,
It's got to be.
like Pentagon.
yeah. But I remember this year in particular that I feel like I have been able to keep my cool in that up until this year of meeting people that I recognized or like famous people and stuff. This year at the Fringe, I don't know what happened. Every time I saw someone famous, I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
When we saw Frankie Monroe.
Yeah.
Frankie Monroe of all people. I mean, what's he called? What's his name?
Joe Kent
Joe
Walters.
Kent Walters. We were leaving a show on the same day that we saw Pentatonics.
Yeah.
We were
What a day you've
we
had.
were
Best day of my life.
leaving a show and going up the stairs, and Frankie Monroe was in the venue next,
Yeah.
and he walked past in the full.
Yeah.
and
Oh, so that's
everything.
fun, yeah.
And
that's tricky.
I saw him and just started laughing because it was like a weird,
Yeah.
weird thing to just see. And he was walking past, and Molly literally out loud was going, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Did you not work his show when he played the
Yes.
club?
And
No,
then
it
It's not like he's a total randomer. He's
No,
on
no,
the
no.
circuit.
He
No,
walked,
I never
he
met
walked
him.
past and went, "Hello."
Well, he's in his finery,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's quite tricky.
It was very
so-
funny.
No, I didn't work the show and he was
Oh,
in the
did you
club
not?
because
Okay,
it was
apologies.
my birthday.
Because
when
he's
he
not coming
came
back
in.
again on your birthday again.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
see it for my birthday. I'm gonna
That's
sit in the
fun.
front row. Frankie!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's me from the Fringe. Hello. Yeah, he's so good.
Have you started getting recognised a lot in public since you mentioned Taskmaster? So have you noticed that people have started? Has that been a big step in terms of you being recognised by people?
And the horn section. You
Oh,
remember?
yeah, yeah,
the
for
horse
sure,
section,
yeah.
I wouldn't say, yeah.
That's the big league.
I don't think that was, between us, I don't think Alex would mind me saying that wasn't the big league. I don't think, I think so because I wasn't known at all before. So it's not, so it was always going to be different because I think like, no one would ever recognise me before. So yes, that has been a big difference, I suppose. And it doesn't happen all the time, but so maybe like, I don't know, when I'm in London or when I'm like, the Fringe was absolutely ridiculous, but because it was on or had just finished, my series had just finished,
Right.
so that was very overwhelming. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Yes, that was actually. I was scared of going to the toilet in public.
no.
I was like, and then because there was one time when I did, and then I was like. I heard someone outside the door and I was like, I'm being so egotistical. I'm like, oh, they're a Taskmaster fan. Like, it's fine. And then I opened the door and she went, oh my God, was like, wow, I'm so glad I went for a wee.
Yeah.
So like, oh God. So I was just very aware of myself in a way that I had not ever been or needed to be, or, you know, not that I'm like awful walking around kicking people, but you know, you're like, what if I was just like, what if I was just a bit annoyed, or like I had an argument with someone on the phone or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, and someone would be like, oh wow, God, I should have done Taskmaster.
Yeah.
And so I was, but then Edinburgh was over and it's normal again.
Yeah, okay.
So
I suppose, contextually, people are there to see comedians, so that people who are more aware of that.
they're heightened and
Yeah. You do really
But it must be a
see-
nightmare.
Was it fun?
It was
Taskmaster?
fun.
It looks like a fun thing
I
to
want to
do.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like everybody should do it. It's like the most. I don't think you can have. I think you'd have to really try to not have fun. You'd have to really ruin it for yourself psychologically in order to not have fun, because they make it so that it's fun. And everyone just keeps saying, "Don't overthink it. Just like don't try and bring anything to the table. Just like be yourself." You're like, okay, everyone's so clear about that, and so like everyone that tries to kind of, I'm going to be this sort of person. It just doesn't work
Sure.
unless you're like, I suppose, a really established like like Reece Shearsmith is doing quite a good job on this series, being sort of quite chippy.
Yeah.
And that's clearly a thing that he's gone, I'm going to be quite chippy. He's obviously a nice guy.
Yeah. Sure.
But you can see through it that he's been, and he's sort of like playing a bit of a fun character because people are like, oh, that's him. Whereas if you're the new person on
people
it,
don't know necessarily
Yeah.
like what you're like.
so you don't want to try. And also as well, then you can kind of miss the fun stuff, which is like genuinely trying to create, like to make your brain work in a very tense situation.
Yeah.
You don't understand. But it was so fun. And I don't know if there'll ever be a job that will be as fun as that. And it was like my first job. Like, right, well, that's the end of my career. But no, I did like it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Because I'm a real overthinker, so I didn't have to overthink.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
could just
that's-
I always think like watching it, you always think, oh, I would do that so much better. But I'm sure like in the moment, it's like so stressful and you
I
don't
would
really
like-
know what's going on.
I would like to pitch to Alex Horton. I'd be like, you know, it'd be fun, right? If you were to put me on it, right, as like a member of the general public, like we did with Big Brother, with that Chantel girl.
Yeah.
I could be Taskmaster Chantel,
But then everybody could be.
but I asked,
Oh,
this is true.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
full
I-
force.
and
that's
I'll
actually done,
have
yeah.
a weird relationship with the guy from the Ordinary Boys, and it'd be great. Preston, that was his name. I knew it was going to come to me. I knew it was in there.
Preston.
Boys will be boys.
Remember when he walked off?
Never mind the Buzzcocks. Was it Never Mind
That's
the
like
Buzzcocks?
what
Yeah, it
he's
was,
known
yeah.
Was
for.
that him?
Yeah,
Wait,
he walked
no,
off
there's
because
way more than one person that did that, surely.
a few people
No,
have,
there
but
was
he
like
walked
an
off because
iconic thing because Simon
Simon Amstel started reading Chantel's book. It was a bit. I see at the time, but he started, and then
That's why I
Preston
did
That's
did
the thing.
Yeah,
being a
arse.
bit of an arse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Rizzle Kicks were hosting Nevermind the Buzzcocks, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was American and he smashed a mug.
Yes. Oh my god, that like brought back a memory.
I don't remember this.
I
but
can't remember. It's such a boring.
I do remember
anecdote 'cause
Rizzle
I
Dick.
can't-
Rizzle
Rizzle
Dick.
Six.
Rizzle
They're
Kicks.
back.
Huey?
Oh, good for them.
Huey Morgan off
cool.
of the fun-loving
Yes, it was him
Huey
Criminals.
Morgan.
who has a Six music show. Does he still?
Did he just have a...
Accidentally, or did he just
No,
hate
no,
he
no,
hated
yeah.
it
This
so much
rings
that
a
he-
bell. I feel like he started
Yeah.
a weird... Maybe he was on one. I thought it was weird.
He-
I remember.
It was. I don't think he liked the fact that they were doing the finish the lyric and it was his songs or something.
Oh, sure.
And then he just
Get a
like
grip,
smashed
really,
the thing.
you know,
and it was like,
what you
My
do.
friend Matthew taught one of Rizzle Kick's saxophone.
oh
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Was
Which
it
one?
Rizzle or Kicks?
Rizzle Kicks, yeah.
I don't know. I'll ask Matthew. I don't know.
Harley or Jordan?
Right?
Let's go Jordan.
Yeah.
No one's
Right.
going to
You're
check
the
this.
Rizzle Kicks fan.
I would have thought it was Hurley, but
Hurley.
yeah. But maybe I got that wrong. Maybe that's the guy from Lost.
Isn't that a game?
Hurling.
Hurling.
Tennis.
How long are you doing Taskmaster for? Because the tasks happen, and then is it ages later that you're doing the stage being on stage?
It wasn't ages. It was like, so I think I got told I've got Taskmaster in January, and like the first day of the tasks filming was like in late February, March maybe, and then it was like one day in March, one day in April,
Okay.
one day in June, one day in July,
Okay.
and then the studio was 5 days in September. So it was like quite spaced out.
Yeah.
In the sense it was really nice to have something to look forward to. So then when we when we finished, it was nice because it was like, I'm going to look forward to it coming out. And then when it came out, we're like, now I've got nothing to look forward to in my life. Oh no. But it was quite nice to have that being like, I'm going to be, I don't have to worry about work for a
Yeah.
bit. 'Cause I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
good, I got like the best show ever. What
That's
a
so
relief.
fun.
Why don't I just do that every year?
Yeah. There needs to be a show like that.
Here's a
everyone
fun
can do every
game.
year.
Based on people who haven't done it, who would be a good 5 people for
Oh,
Taskmaster?
that's excellent.
Like who are
That's a
like
good
because they've
game.
always kind of got like a bit of a legend, kind of a newbie, like they're kind
Yeah.
of sort of mixed up a little
And
bit.
Someone who's
the
not really a
mental,
comedian.
mental, like, just
Wild
fuck it one,
card, yeah.
yeah.
Because Jason Mantzoukas
Was the wild card crazy?
Did he not
person.
pay his own flights to come over because he wanted to do it so much? I heard rumors
Yeah,
of
that's
this.
the rumor. I mean, like he was paid to do it, and he was paid
Yeah.
like good money.
I heard that he paid everyone. He paid you a tenner.
Yeah, maybe a tenner, yeah, it's true. I don't think he was out of pocket, but I think he probably he would have been like he would have paid to do it.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
having such a nice time.
Yeah.
I know David Mitchell won't do it.
Oh, really?
No, but like ever. But he would be great.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't
getting,
because
getting
he's
really
too
annoyed at things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a shame.
But
But
his wife did it, didn't she?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was quite
I
bad
love
at
Only
it.
Connect. What a good show. Anyway, sorry.
Only Connect's amazing.
I
Yeah.
love Only
I'm
Connect.
like looking around the room thinking of people that would be good.
I know, yeah. But I thought his wife Victoria.
Victoria,
was,
yeah, that's terrible, Victoria
No, I
Mitchell.
was going to say,
Sorry.
but I was going to repeat his wife. I was like,
His
I
wife.
could say the name. I was like, someone should at least. I thought she was because I just said she was bad at it. She was great at it.
Entertaining as hell.
Because she was surprisingly like flustered.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think he said an interesting thing, which was just like, I just don't want, like, people presume that I'm very clever. So I just don't want to be stupid.
Don't want to be
Oh.
the
And
veil
everyone
to
be like,
be
ha ha,
removed.
he's actually a buffoon. You're
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
absolutely fair enough.
That is fair.
Even though he would be good. I think Robert Webb would be really good on
Yeah.
it. He'd be really fun
Yeah.
on it. as
I
well.
think he would get surprisingly angry.
Oh God, I think he'd get very angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he kind of would. I was trying to convince him. I think he might be more like, oh, maybe I'll do it. So I would like
Yeah,
to,
right.
to see that. Who else would be good?
I'd like to
Fred
see-
could do it. I'm just looking at them all because
Fred.
Frankie Macaulay. I've mashed them in my head. Frankie did do it, and I thought
Yeah.
I was surprised Frankie did it. To be honest,
Yeah,
with you.
I
I
know.
was
Yeah, he
shocked
was
when that
brilliant.
happened, and he was
Yeah.
great. But I think Fred Macaulay could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be really fun.
I would really like to see.
Celia would be great.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
she,
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
her on.
Really
She
good.
was on TV the other day. I think she did a wee spot on Ian Starling's new show, and she was great on it.
roast the internet.
Yeah, she was great on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, her brain works. in a
Christopher
really fun
MacArthur
way.
Boyd.
CMB, we do love CMB.
He'd be
Oh,
class.
Local boy,
course,
come on,
I
you can
love
do it.
him. I would
Um,
really like to see Julian Barrett.
I would just like to see more Julian Barrett in the world.
Yeah.
I would
I
love
like
to see more of him.
Mindhorn.
Yes.
I loved it.
Honest, and didn't he have a show that was called Flowers? Or it was called Flowers.
didn't
or
see
something
it.
like that. And it
Oh,
was
yeah,
so
that rings a bell, but I don't think I
beautiful.
watched it.
It was so good. He's brilliant.
We don't see
is
enough Julian
brilliant.
Barrett in
and
the
I
world. You're
think
right.
I think he would be. I don't know him. I think he would be like a surprisingly like quite gentle, but also like
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
got a very
you
silly
know.
sense of humor. Obviously,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he would be great.
What about people who aren't like in comedy? You know, they sometimes.
I don't know
people who, like-
anybody.
What's the-
Unfortunately, I don't.
What about the Channel 4 weatherman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love that.
You could just get all weather people. Get Sean Batty
Weather
off the
series.
Scottish Weather. You won't know who Sean Batty is.
No, and that-
Local
There's-
legend.
Great.
Thomas Schaffenacker.
Shafamaka?
Thomas
Great
Schaffenacker.
people
Who's
up
that?
here.
He's
It's a great name.
can't remember what channel he's on. He's like the only one I know.
I'm trying to think not of Weatherman
Weatherman.
wild cards. But I'm trying to think of
CMAT
a
would
really
be good.
good. Oh, yeah, she would be good.
I've got to see Matt on the mind because I
Yeah.
was meant to go and see her and then it got cancelled.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
That's a shame.
Well, I'm just looking at Rob Orton behind you.
Rob Orton would be
and
interesting.
and
He'd
I
be-
feel like he would be
He
quite
would
good.
be
Is there people that were taking it, that very, very creative, but also would take it quite seriously?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like not in a way that's too. It would be entertaining, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to make sure that this is, you know.
Yeah.
It is difficult because everyone I look at a poster, I'm like, they'd be great.
Them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pierre would be
honestly,
Pierre
yeah.
Novelli,
Josie Long
absolutely
hasn't
great.
done it.
I was
has
going
she?
to say
hasn't
Josie
done
Long.
it.
She would
She
be
said when
crazy.
she was on the podcast, she said she really wants to do it, but she thinks she's missed the mark.
No,
Missed the mark.
no
I don't
way.
think- I
I
think
don't
she'd
think
class
so.
her.
No
I think
way.
there's
I think
just
she'd be
so many
perfect on
people.
it.
Yeah. Oh my god! Imagine Roscoe McClellan.
Yeah.
He would
That would be-
mental.
yeah.
In the best way.
In the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, at least we know there's plenty of people
Yeah,
left to
I
do
think
it.
Yeah.
Taskmaster
That's why
can
the
keep
show-
going forever.
Because
I
you
think
sort
it
of
can.
worry,
That's
like-
why the show's
Yeah.
so good.
But yeah,
Yeah.
there's-
Anyone could be, I think, flourish on it unless you're somebody who's like a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only sort of person.
Is
that
there
I don't-
anybody who's been on it who like didn't come off well?
I know there's one person that Alex doesn't.
Alex Horne always sort of says like in
yeah.
interviews there's one person I did not enjoy, but he
Yeah.
never. I
No,
understand why he will never say who.
Yeah.
And that's fair enough. Do you know
Everybody has
who they think it might be?
Yes, I've obviously I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
I'll
We'll
say
bleep it. We'll
off air.
bleep it. No.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
No.
He seems like a nice boy.
I don't think this is not like guessing the person, but I feel like in the early seasons when Al Murray was like he
Was he not like
basically
season 1?
maybe, but he like paid money. He was like, Alex,
cheated.
Alex, will you do this if I give you 50 quid?
Right,
And then
yeah.
I think he spent like $1,500 during the
funny.
thing.
That's quite funny.
Funny,
quite
but
funny.
also
Really
like I would feel if I'd created the show, I'd be like,
You're not doing it properly.
It's not in the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that though, because I think the person that is maybe the front runner for this.
Okay.
The editors of Taskmaster are amazing, so I don't think anybody
Sort of
knew
make you
that
look
good.
that they
Yeah.
were
That's so
bad.
fair.
Yeah.
That's good to know though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
Everyone kind of like protects you quite a lot, so
Yeah.
that you don't,
Yeah.
and like throughout the studio recordings, we'll kind of like give
Yeah.
you hints if they can see the narrative is going to go one way. They'll be like, you don't have to do that bit all the time.
Yes.
Like maybe
Yes, yes.
loosen up, maybe
Yeah.
just maybe have one where you're not doing you, because I think stand-ups do feel the need to have a persona or do their shouty thing
Yeah,
or do
yeah.
their this thing, and
Yeah.
that doesn't really, it's fun but it doesn't really sustain
Yeah.
over the whole 10 episodes. You want to have a bit of like light and shade, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
nice.
I can't remember specifically. I do apologize what yours was, but is it not like people you wear the same thing for every like the task things? Because it always seems
Like Phil Wang
you've got
wearing
like a
the yellow
uniform
suit.
that
yes,
you have.
a uniform.
What did you
yeah.
go for?
So mine was very like nondescript. It was basically just a black tracksuit with gold. I mean, that's just what.
Sure.
Black tracksuit with gold with a little SM. I don't think any of us did anything too wild. It was just Matt's tiny shorts with his balls out.
Balls
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
and then
tiny shorts with the balls.
then there was the one where he came out and the one where he had to do the least amount of dignity, and he licked Alex's shoes and said, "Mum, Daddy, I've made your shoes all dirty" or something. And so then he came out in these like tiny black shorts, but they'd CGI'd it over because the sunlight was hitting it, so you could just fully see his balls through his shorts. Apparently, so he had so many. He had the most. Like it was more than Phil. Like he definitely had the most genitalia issues. But everyone was just filming it apparently, just being like, "Oh, he can just fully see his
Yeah.
and then he's bending down. His balls are It's very
That's the guy from Hot Weird Street. You can see his balls.
Horrible histories. Times.
Would you without like what kind of game show we're talking like Takeshi's Castle style?
Hole
What,
in the
like,
wall.
Yeah, what kind of what's
Bring
what,
on the wall.
if you could do one of those, which one would you do?
Oh.
Not
Dead
like
or
a-
alive.
yeah. I don't
Hole in the wall,
know.
dead.
I don't know. What would you like? What's your? I don't know.
I'd love to do Takeshi's Castle.
Takeshi's
I have
Castle
like
would
a
be awesome.
overly confident belief that I would do really well in it, but I
You
know
see, I don't.
You'd,
I,
like,
I
fall
don't
in
have
the
any
first-
confidence that I would do. I think
Yeah.
I would just be bad at all of the things that I think.
Yeah.
So that's why Taskmaster was fine, because it was like if I'm bad,
It's fine.
that's
yeah, it's
fine.
quite sort of,
Whereas if
yeah.
I'm good, I'm
Yeah.
Can I ask on Only Connect?
yeah, but it's kind of boring.
I like Only Connect. It's a good
That's
show.
nice.
I don't
I
understand
would want
Only
to do
Connect.
maybe
Bake Off. Is that
I
That's
guess,
a class
yeah.
answer.
I think that's in the running. Surely.
You could do Sled Break Off.
Yeah.
I think it's coming.
Oh God.
What's your signature bake? Go.
A big old Yule log.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
In the shape of
Poop. I think
a curly cap.
Oh my God, I might ask.
Yeah.
If I
You
could-
should
Oh
ask.
my
I
God,
haven't
you
even,
should
but you
so
got to
do
have
that.
extra slice surely first
Oh,
before you go
true,
straight
true,
in
true,
for
true.
the. So maybe I've got to go, or like
you need to like work your way up.
work your way up. You can't just go straight in the
Yeah.
Bake Off.
The whole shebang.
The other one, Kyle Smith Bino is a friend of mine.
Yeah,
And we were talking about how he really wants to do, like he was asked to do Celebrity Hunted, I think. He couldn't do
wow.
it.
I would
And
be
then I
so
was like, I would
anxious.
love to do that so much.
Yeah.
And because we'd be the opposite. Like he would just be trying to like sneak into a part. Like he's always got stuff on all the time. And I'm always trying to make him like just go to something. He's always like, oh, I've just invited like 10 people and we're actually going to go to a club
Yeah.
now on the way. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I thought
Club
we were
on the
going
way is
to
mental.
okay, fine. There's a lot of that. Or the car said, do you want to join me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't know. So there'd be a lot of that.
That's
And then what I was saying to I was talking to my agent about it, and I was like, I'd really like to do Celebrity Haunted. And me and Kyle, and I was describing what my thing would be. I think I'd be really good because I'd just get in a tree really near where I'd started off, and no one would think. And Julian was like, my agent was like, that wouldn't be good television. Anyway, I was like, okay, but I would win. I don't think we should pitch that to them. But yeah, so
Does it make you a bit sad that now that you would be playing the celebrity versions of these programs, you don't get the money?
So true.
oh my God, yeah.
I think
That's the price of celebrity.
Because that's fine, because, you know, that I would donate it to charity anyway. You know?
Yes, because
course.
you're so noble.
Of course,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
so noble, but also, yeah, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
Josie Long was saying that, like, she did Weakest Link.
Oh, very good.
And she was like...
Recently, like with Ramesh, or when it was
with
Anne
Ramesh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And she said that it's like the amount of money that was donated to charity. She was like, I need that. Like, I'm not rich. Like, comedians aren't that rich.
I would really like to do the Crystal Maze.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. Did you ever? They brought it kind of. There's a physical
I
one in
actually
London,
did,
isn't
I
it?
think.
I actually did it for my 21st birthday.
Was it good?
It was the experience.
Oh, yeah,
It was
how
great.
was that?
It was really good. But I want to. I feel like I want to just do it.
Yeah, for
Fine.
real.
My friend Elspeth worked on the London one, and she said she got to say, "Can you start the fans, please?" I was like, "That sounds great. Love that."
That was impossible at the end. Like
Catching
getting because
Is that how you would do it?
because the lights means that you can't differentiate
Between gold and silver.
the plus and the minus things.
Well,
so we fucked
Richard
it.
O'Brien knew what he was doing.
Yeah, it was so good. I also what's the one with the 4 big red balls?
Total
Total
Wipeout.
Wipeout. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
one I would never be able to
You get to go on a free holiday to like Venezuela or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
Argentina, I think.
Good.
Argentina.
But-
I think I prefer to
But
pay
yeah, like
to
with
go
the-
there.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
red balls.
Than
All right,
like
man,
not have
Zuckus.
to bounce on them.
But like
big balls.
realistically, you wouldn't get past the first one.
No.
The red balls, like there's
Yeah,
so
Yeah, that's true,
I think
yeah.
you'd get completely
wiped
Yeah.
out.
You'd
Yeah.
get wiped out.
I've
I
never
don't think
been
I
known
could-
for my
I
athleticism.
couldn't do it. Like I
Yeah.
would go into the end and I just wouldn't. I could like things like anything to do with like, skydiving or like abseiling. Or, I just couldn't step off the thing
Yeah,
or jump
that's
off
so
the thing
fair.
or do it or be pushed. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
I'm like fine with heights, but I don't want to do bungee jumping or skydiving. Like I don't like.
I don't.
Yeah.
If they brought back that skiing one where everyone broke their legs, would you do that?
Oh, shit. Is it called the jump?
Yeah.
The jump. That's
No
mental.
way. That
There
is
was
so
also
ridiculous. I'm a celebrity stuff where you have to eat stuff and this
Yeah, I
is
couldn't
not.
do that.
I can't even watch it.
Yeah,
Like, there's
I don't.
no-
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
interested.
Apart from the
See?
Dean Gaffney thing where he was throwing up all the time, that's really funny.
See when on I'm
Crying.
a Celebrity when they're saying like, "Oh, I'm terrified of heights," and why would you say what you're
They're
actually terrified
lying.
of?
Oh, because they know what they're doing. They know they're making
They're
television.
lying. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do stuff like that when your career's taking a bit of a slip and you need to do, you're looking for your next big thing. Yeah, I mean, you notice that what's his face, him off of Radio 2 took over from Ken Bruce. Who's the guy that took over?
I don't
He's
know.
married to her off of The Dancing. This is terrible.
Wow.
What? Oh, Vernon Kay.
Vernon Kay didn't exist. Well, he didn't really like, and I have no problem with Vernon Kay, but he kind of like meh, and then he did The Jungle, and he's
Yeah.
back on Radio 2.
It's
Nice.
true.
It's genius. I mean, I get
does
it. Fair
help.
enough. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, and it doesn't work if you go into it being like, I'm fine with heights and I can eat mad
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm
You
actually
don't
quite
get
hardy
voted.
as a
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
That's not fun. Although I do think Dean Gaffney wasn't lying. I do think he really was having a hard time.
Yeah. That I wouldn't want to do that.
I saw somebody, I think it was a TikTok video, obviously, but somebody saying that is interesting with the celebrity traitors compared to
I'm
normal traitors.
very
My
much
God,
enjoying that show.
But
What a
it's
show.
interesting because they're all like TV people.
Yeah.
They're aware of what makes good TV, so they're all like talking to themselves a lot more.
Yeah.
So that like when the cameras pick it up, it's like you can hear them going, "I'm going to do," you know. It's like they know that that's going to be good, but that doesn't happen
But
with
it's
the
why
normal
it's
traitors.
better than the regular version
Yeah.
because
I
they
was
know
gonna
how to be
say-
entertaining.
Exactly.
I'd love to do
I'm
traitors.
saving it for like when the tour, not when the tour's over. I've got a week off in November
You
and
can
I'm
just
just going to
binge it.
binge
Yeah,
all of it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't do the thing. And also
Yeah.
my partner's at home and he's like, well, if we start, then I'm
Yeah.
going to want to watch
Oh,
it.
of course,
You know,
yeah.
kind of. But the I love the idea that like I just didn't even think of this. It's like the first episode of Traitors, the normal Traitors. It's just like loads of people.
Yeah, but
that
you have
don't
no
know.
idea what they're like.
And that is completely eradicated
Yeah.
by
'Cause
they
being
must
like,
all
it's Kate
basically know
Garraway
each
or
other.
Claire
And then
Bolton.
they, yeah,
But
and
also
they
that they also
all have an opinion of each other.
Of each other, yeah.
But also they will just know each other.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Yeah.
Tom Daly will definitely know Claire Bolton.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
am calling it
So
without
true.
having seen it at all.
Yeah, with no
Nick
spoilers.
Okay, right.
Mohammed will win.
I love
I
Nick
would-
Mohammed
yeah,
so
Because
much.
he's a genius.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's technically a genius.
What's quite
I
funny
think he's
about
gone
it- yeah.
quiet apparently because I think he's like moving the chess pieces.
Yeah,
He can read people so well. I think he's definitely going to win.
But
Well,
do
I
you
think think
that means
sorry.
it makes him a threat though.
I really want to.
Oh, that's gonna
traitors.
get voted off.
if
Yeah,
you're
But
I
also,
saying
I
that.
bet like Nick Mohammed is like well known enough, but I wonder if there's some people in there who don't know specifically what he's really good at. You know?
I might
Well,
get
it'll
myself
come out,
cancelled
but,
from what I'm
like-
about to say here. It's fair enough
Okay.
because I know it's like national treasure thing, right? I think the program has shown up Stephen Fry is not being as smart as people think he is.
Exactly. I've
And
said
it's
this for a
like, Stephen
while.
Fry is just like considered to be this genius, and it's like, well, he knows some Shakespeare.
I think he's just got
And
good
Nick Mohammed's
vocabulary,
like,
and people say he's
Yeah.
smart all the time. So it's
Yeah.
like people are convinced that
Well,
he's
he
smart.
was
But
on
Well, he
hosting
knows
QI.
facts.
Did the
That's
facts.
different to
Exactly.
being emotionally
whereas,
intelligent.
Yeah,
whereas
yeah,
Nick
yeah.
Mohammed is
People.
like there's like a puzzle bit where like they're
Yeah.
all struggling, and he goes,
He
"Can I have a go?" And he's going,
Yeah.
and he does it. And it's like
just it's in the first
Amazing.
episode. It's not
That's
I'm
not a
so
spoiler.
glad, 'cause
You're-
that's
you're
kind of
the
what I was
first
really
one, yeah,
hoping
yeah.
I would say the
for.
people coming across the best from it, the small it would be he comes across really well,
Cat
and so
Burns.
Cat also great, and also Joe
Wilkinson.
Wilkinson comes
Yeah.
across so
Oh,
well.
I-
Well, he,
He just
I
seems
feel
like
like
such
he
a
does
nice
just
guy.
come across well.
Yeah.
And Alan Carr apparently is
Funny,
is
so funny,
real life.
absolute
I've not
MVP,
seen it, but
absolute
it
MVP. He's
seems
done a great
nice.
job.
Would you want to be a traitor if you were on it, or would you want to be?
It's so I find that show so hard to think. With like when I'm watching it, because I'm like, yes, of course I would want to be a traitor, because then you're part of the story, and then
Yeah.
and you got more to do, and then it's quite exciting. But that's a perfect example of you saying, if I was on Taskmaster, I'd feel like
Yeah.
I'd do it well.
Yeah.
I would like be the person who's like crying. or something.
Yeah, 100%.
The pressure's got to her, and she's like, ah! You're
Because
like,
it's
what?
so Traitors
Yeah.
is the one where it's the easiest, I think, from the outside, because you know everything. It's easy to
Yeah.
like, oh, you fucking idiot, but like,
And then if you're
obviously they don't
faithful-
know.
Yeah.
Obviously they don't know.
If you're faithful, you're going to be the one being like, it's definitely
Yeah,
them, and
yeah.
it's so not, and
Yeah.
you've been
Yeah.
led down the garden path. And
Exactly.
that'll be the most annoying one to watch. The most annoying and the most interesting one to watch afterwards.
Yeah. When you
Like-
then know all the stuff that you didn't know.
Yeah, apart from
Yeah.
in some of those early series
Yeah.
where like what's it Harry
Yeah.
who like played Molly off
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like I'm
We
so
were best
surprised they're still friends. Like,
Yeah.
I would never have. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a psychopath.
Yeah.
I think the first season was really good.
Yeah.
The second season was perfect,
Was
and
that-
I wasn't
Yeah.
fussed about the third season.
Hang
really.
on, there was 3 seasons.
I don't think I
Yeah.
watched the third season.
Who's
I
the
didn't
first
even know.
season?
I didn't even know
There
it was,
was
on.
so the second season was the one with Paul.
Right, yeah,
like,
and
Every
Harry.
time you say Paul, it's funny.
Why?
Did you say Paul?
Paul. How do you say it? Paul. Huh?
Paul.
We're saying the same thing. How do you say Paul?
Well, I'm English. Paul. So I'm
Paul.
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 But don't say
Paul.
it like me.
Paul.
Paul.
Anyway, Big Paul, the ginger guy.
Yeah.
And he
And he was
I
like,
He's
think-
like, I'm going to be the villain, but then Harry was so
Paul
much
Yeah,
worse.
yeah.
Oh, wait,
Gore.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Was that the one where we found out? Yes, there was his mum was
Paul's
in
not
it.
my son.
Yes.
No, that's not season 1.
That's
That's
Ross
season
is.
two.
But Ross
But
is.
Ross
But
is.
Ross is.
Yeah.
I knew that from the start, by the way. Sorry, I know this is after the
Wow,
fact. I
that's
knew
good.
that they look the same.
They did look the same.
But I think they had taken enough of season 1 to be like, right, okay, this is how I would do it.
Yes.
So I think that he played them so well. And honestly, with Paul, every sentence I was like, oh yeah, and then he would say another thing, and I'd be like, "Fuck, like horrible man." Oh no,
Yeah.
you're doing really well.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you. Like I just didn't
Yeah.
know where I stood with him, but he played it so
Yeah.
well.
until he didn't.
Yeah.
Until
Until he
Harry
didn't.
wiped the floor with him.
So was that season 2 then?
That
Yeah.
was season 2.
So what was season 3?
Season
Who
3
was
was
season
the
three?
one with Linda,
Yeah.
where they were like traitors,
Oh my
and
God.
she
How have I forgotten
yeah,
this?
I forgot about Linda.
it was like traitors. She was like, yeah,
And it was like, yeah, me. Yes.
I forgot about
She like
all that.
looked and like went, yeah. And then spent the series having to. And I'm like, how is she still here?
it's literally textbook what not to do. But I think people were like, there's no way
Yeah,
that
she
you
can't be that stupid.
Yeah.
She made great television.
But I think whenever
liked
I've
that
played
series.
like Mafia or whatever it is, like you know the game
Yeah, I
where you
love
like
it.
I think they call it
I've,
Werewolf. Yeah.
whenever I've been the bad guy in it, I get away with it because I play stupid, and I
very
think
good.
maybe that's that's the way that you have to do
Yes,
it.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
I would love to do. I would love to do it. I think.
Our podcast is a mess.
No, I love it. But I would.
Every episode's like, what the fuck are we
No,
going to talk about?
this is the best thing.
It's good. I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's
People don't
good.
want to talk about the stand. No. I would love to do a stand-based traitors.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay.
But I think if you're going into it and you don't want to be a traitor, I would leave it up to Claudia to decide. But like,
Is she
I
going to
would
come to the stand and sort out for us?
Harry was the one that everyone like. That was the first time where everybody said, "Yeah, I can make a great traitor."
Yeah,
And so it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay,
And it's
come
because
on.
they've all seen it before and they've all got their
Yes.
ideas of like
But yeah,
how they're
there
going to do
wasn't-
it.
I think the thing with season 3 is the fact that they weren't really playing a part of it. They weren't really a team. Like the
Yeah.
season 1 and 2, they were wanting to get.
They were playing the game because they'd seen the show.
So,
It becomes self-aware, and then it
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
becomes. It was. I thought it was still really great, but because it was a bit like when it becomes self-aware, when those reality TV shows become self-aware, can it still have the interest? I think it still did.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. There's nothing that's going to be better than that first one, where
Yeah.
everyone was like, "What?" Everything.
Yeah. It's also like having to do a reveal every season. It's like, firstly, this is my girlfriend, crazy.
Yes.
This is my
mom.
son.
Yeah.
And being like, I'm not actually Welsh.
I'm not actually Welsh. That's so good. That's so
Really?
good.
I was like, okay, and why?
Cool.
Like,
The
Yeah.
question
Well
of there'll
done.
be an interesting chart to be looked at, which is the journey of traitors from being cancelled by Channel 1 to then being bought by ITV to then making it to ITV2. That is the trajectory we'll go on. And we'll do a similar,
Yeah.
then it's like, at which point it'll be like, this season on Traitors, we bring back the winner of Traitors. Like,
Yeah,
but we've given them a nose job and nobody knows who they are. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
great, Tilly.
You know how it was rumored that Bob Mortimer was going to be on? And
Yeah.
there's like various
Yeah.
people that aren't seemingly on it. They quite often bring people in last minute.
maybe he'll be in like a
maybe.
cupboard
that
or
was
something.
so
Open this up.
Yeah.
I do love
Like,
Bob
why was it
Mortimer.
rumored
Yeah.
if it's not true?
Because people love Bob Mortimer.
They just
I
want him
really-
on
he's on
everything.
everything.
They just want him on
I
everything.
really
Unfair.
like that he laughs like this. I love it.
He's just so charming.
One of my favorite TV programs ever is Gone Fishing.
I
Oh,
love
that's a
it.
beautiful
Yeah.
program.
I love
love
it.
that.
Yeah.
My parents were trying to get me to watch that for so long. I was like, okay, I didn't say this. Like, okay, old people, I'll watch fishing. And then we watched over Christmas last year, and I was just so taken with it. It's
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
adorable
It's
and
so-
charming.
It's so like simple. And
Yeah,
but, like,
they just really look after each other, and I really like that. And it's very silly, and the scenery is really beautiful.
Makes me want to fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had an interest in fishing,
Me
but it
neither.
does seem nice.
Yeah.
Have
Every,
you,
like,
you ever fished?
no.
No. Would you? No.
Would you fish?
No,
Yes,
I don't think
lifelong
so.
veggie as
I don't
well.
expect so.
True.
No.
I have only fished one time, and it was crab
One
fishing.
time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
My
I've gone
cousins
crab fishing.
have like family in Essex, and we were like visiting them, and you had to tie rotting bacon to a string.
Why did it have to be rotten?
I don't know, and then
Pungent,
lower it into the water, and
rosemary.
then the crabs would come out, and then we sort of threw them at each other and then put them back in the sea. It was very
You
unvegetarian.
threw the
of me.
crabs at each
Yeah.
other.
Love that.
What a day that crab had.
Yeah.
What was that? Did you see what happened?
Guys, you'll never believe what just happened.
I ate some fucked up bacon and then some wild
like
shit went down.
dripping.
I think I had some food poisoning. I went fishing once in Australia with my
That's
brothers.
fun. Did you catch a great white shark?
No, unfortunately
Whoa.
not. It was on the pier of Fraser Island, named after me.
Did you go there
Wow.
because
It wasn't called that before I got there.
Did you go there because you were like, we've got to visit Fraser Island?
Well, my mum decided we were going, but I think she decided because
That's
I'm her
quite
favourite
nice.
child.
Sorry.
But my brothers were both there and we went fishing. And then, like, when we went, the hut who handed out the rods was like, right, if you catch one of these, don't touch it. Right? I was like, okay. And it's like he had pictures of all the different fish you could catch. And I definitely caught the one that was like poison. And so I was like, and I was like sort of dangling it around. This fish was flapping around. And I just gave it to my brother, went, deal with this. And Alan, to his credit, dealt with the fish and he got it, he put it back in and he didn't die.
Wow.
But I caught
What
a poison
hero?
fish. I love my brother Alan. He's a good guy. I also love my brother Neil. Also a good guy.
Where'd you get that, man?
They would be. I mean, would they be great? I don't know.
I love my brother Alan.
That's your clip for
Yeah.
the socials.
I do love my brother. He's a good guy. I love both my brothers. They're both good guys.
Do you have any siblings? And do you love them?
You do have a sister.
She's
Mom
a good guy.
sister.
I like Gina. She's a great guy. I do have one.
Yes.
Yes.
Is she in the biz? I did this before. No one calls it that. Does she do comedy or
Show business. That's what we call
Showbiz.
it.
He
We
keeps
call it
coming
the
up with
biz.
these like
I'm
terms
try-
that nobody's.
I know it's not intentional.
The biz. Yes.
I think I said to Mark Black, "Are they in the game?"
Yeah.
But I think the
game.
game is like slang for being a prostitute. So
Sex worker, please.
sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just sister
Yeah.
in the game.
She in the game. Was it like the game, like the rapper? Like, what are we talking about? What's the question? Is she in the biz? That is the question.
Is she in the showbiz?
No, she's not a comedian. She's an activist. So she changed the law in now multiple countries to stop upskirting being illegal.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, and
That's
now
awesome.
she works. She like lobbies. She lives in Australia now, but she kind of she's working with the government to change like education, and she's basically like very she doesn't do jokes about toucans on stage, for example.
Whoa,
With a whole
that's so
spectrum
cool.
of things,
Yeah.
of usefulness of our jobs.
And
Let's not. Don't put yourself down.
Oh no, I'm not. Comedy's great, but is it useful?
Of course it is.
Yes, it is. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What
I
are
know-
we?
I know
What are we
it's-
fighting for if not
Yes.
to have a life
gonna
with
cry.
art? Art is what gives life meaning, and you
You're
need it.
so right.
Yeah.
It does. It is. Yes, that's true. It's comic relief for the NHS.
Yeah.
Sorry.
big comic relief.
Well, that's what my job is.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
love that. Well done for you. Pots and pans out on a Thursday. Mind that. Anyway, what? What
I
talking
was
about?
going to say, and that's the sister whose partner works with Broden Kelly's brother.
Yeah. Turns out. Yeah.
Callback.
Callback. Great callback.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, but I only found that today, and I don't know what the job is. I should ask.
Was it my sister?
No, your sister does not live in Australia.
No. My sister had a sex dream about Broden Kelly.
She did. I wasn't going to bring that up.
You
I
did
knew
it.
that there was a
Connections.
Yeah.
There's a story there,
and
but I
this
can't remember
guy.
what it was.
Yeah, I had asked
I don't know
her-
the details.
we went as
And you shouldn't.
yeah.
And best
We
not.
went as a four of us going to
quartet.
Auntie Donna, and just getting to know her. I asked her if she had a favourite, and then she went kind of shy, and then told me that she had a sex. So I guess it kind of has to be Broden.
Yeah.
Why did she feel like she's going to go? Yeah, Broden's my favourite.
Yeah,
not like,
Just
Yeah.
not to say,
Yeah.
and because of the sex dream, of course, famously. The sex dream.
Yeah.
That's the sex dream.
I really hope that people are listening and don't know what just happened, and they just hear like we just added a little
I
sound
just like to
effect.
go tambourine out sometimes because I'm a
That's so
comedian.
They also have that they do like role player, like RPG things. The Auntie Donna. They
Oh, right. I was wondering who we're talking about.
where they go through different tropes of film genres,
Mhm.
and then they're like, it's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, but there's like a heist one and
Is this like a
adventure one.
a pod or like a sketch?
It's
or like
it's a like a channel on YouTube.
on the YouTube.
great.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That sounds
They're
fun.
so
More
prolific.
content.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They're so
produce a
impressive.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're so cool, and they've just posted on their Patreon about them doing an escape room.
Oh
So
my
fun.
god.
I'll send you the link.
Yes, I like that.
I love an escape room.
Yeah.
I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I enjoy them.
I get very stressed by them.
Yeah, I think
My husband refuses to do them with me anymore. He says that
Yeah.
the side of me he sees when I do them is not one he likes.
Really?
Because I have no
yeah.
time for him to be slow. We have to keep going.
This is why I can't do them.
get on with it.
Yeah.
I can't play board games anymore. Like fun board games on holiday with my husband is like he just very quiet, just very nicely and gently was like, I think we should find another pastime for you to relax because you're quite angry unless you're winning. I was like, oh god, okay,
The feeling of someone trying to explain a board game to me is like,
yeah, it can't happen.
There's nothing worse than that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I personally, massive fan of board games, but I've got a little group of friends and that's who I play them with. And one time I've tried to get other people involved and you quickly go, there's a reason I've got people for this because
Yeah.
you're not into it.
Yeah. How did you find each other? Because that's my thing. I would love to have like a group of friends to do that with, but like did you just go around being like, who wants to play board games?
Well,
Yeah.
I think I eased them in. I think I'd mentioned to somebody, it's from, I'm going to say it, when I used to work in theatre.
Panto.
So I had, it's three, because I'm a sound engineer. So it was 3 sound engineers and 1 token lighting guy. And I was on.
There's always one.
That's Kieran. Shout out Kieran Kenning. He actually helped rig half the new
shout
venue.
outs.
Is he a good guy?
He's a really good guy.
tell
I
him.
love you, Kieran. You're a good guy.
And he loves
I
the
love
sound.
you too, Tom and Kier as well. And I think we were talking about how I liked the game Risk, and I was like, it's a great little, it's a great little strategy game. It's good fun. Do you want to play Risk? And we played Risk, and then they were like, oh, we'd like to play, and then we sort of from there that was like the first one's free, and then we sort of built up, and now we play all sorts of complicated games. Great game called Scythe. You want to play that? It's good fun. But we also bought a legacy version of a game called Betrayal at House on the Hill. It's a great fucking. Is this worse than learning the rules? So, but what betrayal is?
List of
No,
games.
So the game,
don't you
the game
dare.
betrayal. Stevie cares. I'm talking to Stevie.
I do care,
There's-
but I'm also the guest on the podcast, so I have to.
So there's a. Well, I'm taking it. There's a game called Betrayal at House on the Hill, and what you do is you have these little cards, and as you open them, you flip them down, and you build a house, you build a map, and as you discover things, and then at some point in the game, due to the mechanic of the game, one person betrays the rest of you, and then there's a book, and at that point, you all play different scenarios out. So it could be anything that the scenarios would be like. One of you has decided to summon the devil, and then the other people have to try and like find a magical amulet and stop them, for
Great.
example,
Okay.
or any other mountain of different things.
This actually does sound quite fun.
It's great fun.
I'm quite into that.
And we then,
Scythe.
but then
No,
we
House on the Haunted
that's
Hill.
house. That's
No.
Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Betrayal of the House on the Hill.
But we bought this. I promise it's coming to an end.
Okay.
We bought a game. There's these games called legacy board games, which are games that basically, as you play them, every time you play it, it changes the game. So like you change the rules, or like you rip up bits of the board, or you change things. So, and the story develops as you play it. So you can only play it with the same people every time. It can't change the people. And there's only supposed to play like 15 times something. We've had it. Well, put it this way: Kieran's now got a son who's about to go to school.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Put it this
Put it
way.
this way. Kieran, when we started, wasn't married. He's now married with a child, and we've still not completed the fucking game because we never get together.
cool.
But we meet up like once every 2 or 3 months, and we play through it, and it's really good fun. And they think my life is really fun. It's a joke. My life is a joke to these people.
I think that's great. I also
Yeah.
like it's like the
Thank
whole,
you, Stevie. You're welcome back
Dungeons
anytime.
and Dragons thing where like it's like Dungeons and Dragons, and then when you actually it's actually really fun
Yeah.
and interesting and cool.
Well, Dungeons is like collective storytelling.
Yeah, it's so creative
Yeah.
and it's so
It's good fun.
And but then it's so easy to just be like, I don't lockdown. My husband used to do when he was at school. He he tried to start a Dungeons and Dragons group, but no one turned up, so he didn't. And he told us when I was like, oh, I'll do it. Like, let's do it. Like, and he was like, I don't think you can do it with 2 people, but we'll give it a go. So he I created a character and tell me all the rules and stuff. And then he fundamentally just forgot. I didn't know how to play at all. Just fundamentally forgot. So we got to this point where he was describing the first thing was describing a room, and he was like, okay, he got all the dice and stuff, and he was like, okay, so do you go out the door? And I was like, okay, I don't know. And then he rolled the dice. Then we both looked at the dice and we were like, yes. We can't play this. So that was it, and that was the end of the game. And we spent I think it was 2 hours of me. I'm a wizard with trees for arms, and then it was we don't know how it works. But the idea of joining a campaign of people would be so fun. I think I'd get really a friend of mine does it sort of he does it professionally now. He's a video game. I don't really play games, so I don't really know. But Final Fantasy, he's in that.
Oh, cool.
The last one, 16, and he got quite big from that, so that he does now this YouTube thing, and he does it live, and it's a massive thing, and it's so cool to watch and go that is such a great, I just basically would someone like to join?
A lot of
Dungeons and
comics
Dragons
seem
with me.
to be quite into Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
A lot of
Okay.
comedians do.
There's
do it.
some
Yeah.
podcasts
There are?
beginning or
Yeah.
have existed.
Interesting.
I
people doing it.
Tartan's
compose.
Table Cloth.
I compose Dungeons and Dragons soundscapes.
Oh wow!
For fun.
Really, really in the wrong room right now.
Various someone will give you a campaign and then you'll do it based on that particular
It
campaign.
had started off.
No, be
my
cruel like you
boyfriend-
were to me.
No, it's funny when it's to you. It's
You're just mind vomiting, so I think that's fair enough.
Carry on.
My boyfriend does it. Has a campaign going
Right.
with his friends. So it started off with that, and then I had done some just for a laugh.
Also, when they're playing, you've got your music playing.
So if
That's
it would
sweet.
be stuff like, oh, we're entering this tavern or something. So then it would be like,
Doodly doodly.
yeah,
You do as well.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
all
then,
of
but
you.
there's also just noise of people, of people chatting,
Yeah.
glasses clinking,
A
things
buxom
like
wench, for
yeah,
example.
yeah.
Sorry, so stereotypical.
yeah.
People are always in the
Yeah.
tavern,
Yeah,
aren't they? Let's
yeah,
be
yeah.
honest.
They are if I'm
where
there.
they be.
Hey-oh, let's put it that way.
Did you self-identify as a buxom wench?
What do you?
Yeah, it is my dream to be a taverness owner. Wow.
With metal steins of flowing beer.
It's the taverness owner.
You'll get. Oh, you're gone. She's gone.
No, I want to be like Yeah, like that
frothy,
girl.
like frothy mugs of beer.
It's not frothy. The beer's frothy.
Frothy mugs
Ale.
of beer.
Yeah.
I'm with- you get your mind out the gutter.
I feel like just the lassie behind the bar. That's what I want to be.
That is.
Sometimes you are.
Now, I think I've got this reference right, but are we talking like Oliver? And if I go, Master of the House, is that?
No,
what
that's
you're
Les
saying?
Mis, but you're close enough though.
Oliver
That's
is
Les Mis you've done
I
there.
don't know any.
because I was thinking Nancy from Oliver.
Books and Wench.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
That's what I was thinking.
it's a
Nancy.
fine life.
Right, that's
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
Okay, but
yeah.
isn't she? She has a hard time. But
Yeah,
like, you know, you hope
Bucks and wenches often do have hard times. I
However,
think.
the person you've just named is also a Bucks and Wench.
Really?
In Les Mis, that's also an inn owner.
Yeah.
It's like the inn owner and his wife. Yeah, and they're
Does she have an okay time? The innkeeper's
they
wife?
kind of fuck over a lot of people, but they do fine.
Fine, they're fine, okay.
But they,
Is
Um,
Really Todd woman? She's a bit
She
of a
makes, she kills people and makes them into pies. No,
And
he
she
kills them and
gets
she makes the
Bucks
pies.
and Wench though.
Yeah,
Is
and
she
she-
buxom?
She's a
But
bit
she
like,
does
oh,
get-
London.
Yeah.
Oh,
worst pies in London.
but
Yeah.
I suppose that's just a Cockney person now. I'm saying that's not
someone
necessarily-
it was on a TV show now that I can't remember, but in the corsets and stuff, women wearing those. Someone said it pushes all the mincemeat to the top of the pie, and now I
that's
think that every
nice.
time
That's a nice way of putting it. Actually,
talking about boobies. We haven't spoken.
We haven't
about
actually
this
mentioned the fact
stuff.
that you're on tonight in the club.
Oh, yeah.
And so we probably.
And you're
I think you have to do a sound check and stuff. But
Oh, yeah,
before
I
we
do.
move on to the next thing, do you want to promote your tour that you're currently doing? Because you've just extended, I believe.
Well, yes, and that's what I'll be promoting because I'm coming back to the Glasgow stand.
Yay!
I've seen the room. It's actually quite big. I think that my hubris is—it's not mine. I'm being forced to do it. No, but I also really wanted to do it. I'm doing 22 extra dates
Amazing.
in March and April, and I don't know when I'm back in Glasgow because I haven't checked. But it's
But
in
we can
March
get you on
or
social media
April.
and website and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, StevieMartin.com has all of the tickets.
Wow.
And I'm going to do Edinburgh again. I'm going to do Glasgow again, and I think I'm doing Aberdeen again.
Nice.
So that'll
That's
be
cool.
That's going to be
Yeah.
really cool.
That'll be nice.
That's wicked.
We're delighted you're going to come back.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, wait until you've seen the show.
I know.
I was
Actually.
excited
Oh,
to see
shit.
the
Sure,
smiley
it'll be.
faces at the end of
Oh,
the
yeah.
show.
The smiley face at the end of the show.
Yeah, and
Smiley
you're on your
faces.
list.
I forgot. Oh yeah! I was like, "What are you talking about? How did you know that?" Because I said it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big, open mouth smiley faces each time, always.
Is that too much?
Yeah.
No, that's actually
maybe-
kind of how I draw it.
Very good, cool.
Yeah,
That's so
sometimes the
cool.
mouth goes over the eyes when I'm drawing it. It's like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
That's so good.
Should we? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so usually when we finish up our pod, the last
Okay.
thing we do is because everything else is so structured and well considered, we
Yes.
like to be a bit wacky at the end and do a icebreaker question. So I'm sure we've
Not
already
the start to break the ice. You
no,
like to do it at the end.
no, because we're crazy.
That's really good.
And so we're gonna do that, and it's always Molly straight from the top of her dome.
Hello, everyone.
What's your question?
Oh, God.
I had one. Would you do okay, fuck, marry, kill,
Nice, we've never done that before.
mini cheddars,
Oh.
kettle chips, and
Brad Pitt.
yeah, Brad Pitt. Yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
Can I check? Is it Brad Pitt now or Brad Pitt at a period of time of your
I
choice?
guess you could choose.
Before
You could
I sort of found out some stuff about him.
choose. Brad Pitt dead.
Well, I know I'm fucking. No, I will. I think. Oh, the thing is I can't. I don't want to have sex with a crisp because I think it would disintegrate like a moth's wing.
Oh.
shit.
Mini
Yes.
cheddars would. Kettle chips would be like paper cuts.
Yeah, it'd be really
yeah.
sore.
That'd be bad.
Yeah,
And
and quite salty as well. So salt.
but then I don't have sex with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm doing it. So I'm having sex with Brad Pitt. I'm killing. I'm gonna kill kettle chips.
It's
Yeah.
a good call, yeah.
Because I think whenever I have a kettle chip, I'm like, I should like this
I
more than a
agree.
Walker's,
Yeah.
for
I
example.
agree.
But I just want Walker's. I
Yes.
just want a
Yeah.
normal crisp.
They're like,
They're too robust. Like
Yeah.
Cut your
hat.
mouth up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then they're my hat of the crisp
yeah,
world.
yeah.
The taste of a kettle chip at the end, like the aftertaste, is bad.
It's so greasy.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too much.
And so they're charging us more for something that's actually not that pleasant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Let's start a
Finally, we're
campaign
talking about the
against
things that matter.
So I'm
chips.
marrying mini cheddars,
Yeah.
which I can't eat because I can't have dairy. I'm allergic to dairy.
Oh shit!
But I'd like.
Is it real there on a mini cheddar?
But
I'm sure
also,
there
you're
is
married.
some.
You're not going to eat them.
That's so true.
Oh.
You're going to make
You
precious
just hang out
memories
with
and
them.
go on holiday
Okay.
and stuff.
That's perfect, actually.
Yeah, that's actually nice. Okay, cool. So I'll just hang out with them.
They might do vegan mini cheddars if they don't already.
If they bring that out, that'll be because I really miss mini.
Would
cheddars.
anyone be
Yeah.
actually shocked if there was no cheese in a mini cheddar?
no, exactly.
Let's be real.
No,
But they're
yeah.
so cheesy.
And it is
Fake cheesy.
I think. Do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
You had such an unnecessary amount of tension in that exchange.
This is our entire relationship.
I didn't realise you were talking to me. I'm like, oh yeah, go on.
I think I agree that I would probably kill kettle chips because I think
Yeah.
that they cut your mouth up and I don't like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I might marry Brad Pitt
Just see what it's like.
because I think
You
I
can
think
get
that,
divorced.
I think I would get a lot of money out of that.
Yeah,
That's true.
Like, just
And I maybe, and also like if I think of like Brad Pitt when he was playing, remember we played Death in that film.
Oh, Meet Joe Black.
Meet Joe Black. It's
Yeah.
a rubbish film, but he's quite attractive in that film. And I could marry that man.
I think
Or
it's fair
I
to
don't know
say
if
he was
anyone
quite
said
attractive.
or when he's in Ocean's 11. When he's in Ocean's 11.
He used to be quite attractive. What? Yeah.
I'm trying to think what the most attractive, maybe Ocean's 11, or maybe when he was in the
Seven
Mexican.
is quite good.
Seven's also great.
He's
I
quite
made
fit
my
in
husband watch
Seven.
Seven on our very first date before we were even going out with each
Oh,
other.
that's quite intense.
And it was really intense. He
Yeah,
brings it
that's
up
quite-
quite a lot.
Yeah.
And actually, we went away to this lovely cabin up in the Highlands in the middle of nowhere, and I made him watch the Zodiac. And he never stops talking about it. It's like, you made me, and then it was dark, and there was people out there out to kill us. It's like, they caught the Zodiac killer. They did.
They didn't. Famously, they did. Yeah.
Famously, they made a film
They
about
could be
it. They
out
didn't catch him.
God.
So I guess so I would marry Brad Pitt for the money.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm fucking some mini cheddars.
Yeah.
I guess you are.
Yeah.
I guess now this you might never talk to me again, Stevie, but
Okay.
this is maybe what you could do with mini
I
cheddars
don't
is you
want-
could
I
maybe
don't
chew them up
think-
into a
no,
sort
no.
of paste.
I don't think you need to because like they say, they disintegrate. So
And then
it'd
I
be
could-
like,
Maybe it's quite dry.
But I think if I chewed them up first, clumped them up into a sort of paste, I could sort of build something.
Don't clump anything.
I could clump those
dirty-
cheds into
making
something.
a flashlight out of mini
In the back.
cheddar.
In the back.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually that's funny because I thought about making some sort of dildo. That makes a lot more sense.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I reckon I could clump a dildo together out of them, or possibly I could
You just
just.
want to pop that would just and you okay, yeah, there's a lot going on there. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Right, God, yeah.
Right, Lottie, quickly.
I just say Mr.
There's options. You've got options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got options.
Um,
I'm just thinking about how that would just break off.
I'm taking the
then
jets
you're
to beds.
The A&E person that they're like, he's got bits of mini cheddars.
yeah.
But
You're that
chewed them up
person.
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
Oh.
what's happened?
Yeah.
And then you can't do the whole, I just sat on it, but actually like, no, you very much premeditated that.
Yeah.
I'm inserted it on that.
You even inserted a slurry of cheddar on your butt.
Cheddar slurry.
I'm also killing
made myself
kill
sad.
kettle chips, marry cheddars, fuck Brad Pitt
When?
in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, cool, fair enough.
I think that's
Buongiorno.
fair. That's probably I think that's the more.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Buongiorno.
Yeah. He was good looking.
He
in
was
that.
very good. What's the one that he did? The men who stare at goats, and he's like the sort of fitness instructor in the background.
Oh,
yeah.
He's really funny. And he's only in it for like 10 minutes, but he's like
It's like based on a
constantly-
true story, that film. They
Yeah.
actually did do that.
That's
CIA.
Is it
stuff.
him in Fight Club?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's good looking in that.
He is
too.
good looking. In
Give me
that.
a slight chub.
But he's not real.
Shut up.
Like a mini
Mini
cheddar.
chopper.
Can we stop now?
You just come
I
out
think we
like
need to
I'm
stop.
sorry.
in the
It's so
last
rude,
in the
this
last
podcast.
24 hours, he's become like so like bawdy. It's like so inappropriate. The stuff
I've
he
become a
said.
buxom
It's
wench.
You're
All right,
buxom
Stan.
wench.
Welcome to my pub.
Oh,
Look
well,
at my tits. It's like a parrot.
Welcome to my pub. Look at my tits. Yeah.
Just get straight to the point.
Yeah.
let's put it this way: I've had the best time with that
I'm
fella.
so glad.
This is the best time of your life. Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Same. I mean, same.
Yeah.
Obviously, it goes without
And we'll
saying.
see you on the Traitors.
Oh, yeah.
And Bake
And
Off.
Bake Off.
And Bake Off.
And-
Celebrity Hunted.
And also back here in March
also,
or
yes,
April.
yes.
crucially, the thing that's happened
Yes.
back
Yeah.
here in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you are sold out this evening.
I am
So
sold
your
out
only
this
chance to
evening.
come is to come again soon.
Gotta book them tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And it'll
So
be on
great.
the screen now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
bye.
bet that won't happen.
It might do.
Oh, Chris is brilliant.
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, I was waving goodbye.
Bye.
I thought we were bye. No,
Love you. Bye.
Bye.